Alright, it's time for this weekend's UFC 310 high IQ picks. We've seen the weigh-ins and the odds. Now we're making it official. First up, Kennedy Nzechukwu. Reach, power, and a clear path to victory. Predicting Nzechukwu KO here. Chase Hooper. He's young, scrappy, and knows how to find a neck. Hooper by submission. Max Griffin. Most likely going the distance, but could he get another elbow finish? I'm going Griffin by KO. Joshua Van. Too fast, too aggressive, too young for his opponent. Van by KO. Eric Anders. Another one likely to go the distance, but I get the feeling Weidman won't survive that long, so I'm going Anders by KO. Brian Battle. The Butcher by murder. Battle by KO. Movsar Evloev. Another distance, but I can see him putting Aljo to sleep. Evloev by KO or decision. Vicente Luque. He's dangerous anywhere this fight goes. Luque by KO or submission. Dominic Reyes. The Devastator's reign begins here. Reyes by KO. Duho Choi. After 3 losses and military service, can he secure back-to-back KOs? I think so. Choi by KO. Bryce Mitchell. Thug Nasty grinds this one out, potential for a KO too. Mitchell by decision. Cyril Gain. Both men coming out with something to prove. I ain't ruling out Volk in a decision, but Gain by KO. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Someone's O has got to go, and I don't think Gary can take him the distance. Rakhmonov by KO or submission. And finally, Kai Asakura. Asakura is a killer, but you can't count Pantoja out that easy. This should be a test for both fighters. Asakura by KO. And that's my predictions. Time for the DEGEN DAWGS to rise. These aren't the favourites, they're the underdogs at plus 300 odds or higher, but anything can happen in the octagon, right? First up, Clay Guida at plus 700. By submission at plus 4,000, the Carpenter is something of a submission specialist himself, with 8 out of 16 being in the first round. I'd add under 1.5 rounds at plus 2,500. Stacked together, it's plus 6,000. Not bad for a certified dog. Speaking of submission specialists, Kron Gracie at plus 550. Gracie's wins consist of tapping his opponents out at plus 1,400 by submission, and 4 out of 5 were in the first round. So again, under 1.5 rounds at plus 1,400. Roll it up for plus 2,200. And the last dog, Ian Gary at plus 300, with 7 KOs and 7 decisions, taking Magny, Neal and Page to a decision win in his last 3 fights at plus 800. He could pull off a decision upset once again here, if Gary makes it cuck season. Let's see if these dogs can hunt by joint decision.
Nobody ever thinks about that. So I don't personally wear a seatbelt, but